you find the passion for the game, and it lives through these young players. Like, I love these young players are so into their craft, right? Like, it's cool, man. It lives, which is the
Yeah.
beauty of football.
Uh, well, it is. It is. I mean, I kind of, when you're trying to do what I just did, you got to, there's a spiritual component to this. I mean, if you
Spiritual.
let the airlines beat you down because of canceled flights or delays, or, you got to, instead of flying from Charlotte to Atlanta, you decide to just get in the car and go. Um, you know, Part of it is trusting that getting there is going to be kind of like part of the battle, but it's also going to be part of the fun and part of the commitment to these young guys and to watch them, knowing that maybe your presence makes a difference, maybe it doesn't, who knows, but you want to get there and let them know that it's important. It's important to be there, to watch you, to talk about, different AJ Terrell in Atlanta and what he's doing defensively this year. I think it's kind of important to do that. But I saw a lot, I learned a lot, and the young guys. I mean, if you look at Patrick Paul in Miami, like, this kid's going to be a great left tackle. But then to see after 2.5 hour practice in the heat, like, his first impulse isn't to go in and shower and jump in an ice tub, is to come over and talk to me about what I saw, what I could help him with, because he wants to be a good player and he's a conscientious kid.
I think it was Friday. Friday we had Mike Garafolo on, and he had mentioned, he's like, nobody does it like Baldy. He's like, this guy knows like the backup guard on every team. He's like, so your peers are noticing you're grinding it
Yeah.
out there, Baldy.
Yeah, Gareth, Mike's good though, man. Mike works his butt off, but we did a couple camps together. We were at the Giants together, got a chance to see Abdul Carter, Jackson Dart. I mean, they got a good draft. And Marcus
Yeah.
Embo is probably as good a rookie tackle as I saw so far in this whole thing, and what he did for the Giants. I don't know if he's going to start, but they have a good rookie class. They're going to be a better football team. And they play the Commanders week 1, and the Commanders are good. They're really good. But that's going to be a good NFC East showdown week 1 in Washington.
All right, let's what you've gleaned. Give me a couple of teams that you go, you know what? They're going to be good. Like, they're going to surprise you. We'll go around of your camps, and maybe a unit, maybe not even just a team, but like a unit. You go, watch out, because this unit is going to be good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Baltimore is as good as anybody out there, period. I mean, they're as good as the Eagles. Pick a team, Rams, Detroit, pick a team. They're as good as anybody, if not better. I mean, they're just stacked. They're built the right way. They're, I mean, to see Derrick Henry and Lamar go to work, I mean, that's a handful. And now the Eagles beat them last year there. I mean, it was a good game, but they're going to be good. I would say that I think Atlanta's offense has a chance to be really good. Watching Michael Penix, I mean, if you're into fantasy football, I mean, Drake London might have 140 catches this year. I mean, every ball in practice goes to him, and he's always open just because of his size. But they're going to be able to run the ball up front. They got a good offensive line. Bijan and Algier are really good backs. I mean, that offense could be really, really good. If the pass rushers come on, Jalen Walker and Pierce and those guys, if they come, and they drafted guys in 2024 at the top of the draft, if those guys come on that side of the ball, Atlanta's going to compete with Tampa.
What's Mike look like to you? We liked him in college. What's he look like to you at their practice?
He looks decisive.
Yeah.
He looks decisive, and I think what he's worked on is he had a great fastball, he had a great deep ball, but I feel like he's really working on touch, layering the ball over the middle of the field, just the different types of throws that you got to make. I feel like he's working on those, and so the arm talent is legit. Like, he can push the ball down the field with the best of them right now. His athletic ability is very underrated, and his ability to extend plays and just run. I think you're going to see a great deal more of that this year. But this Drake London is
Yeah.
I mean, He's
a
a
great player.
talented player. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go division by division. We'll stay in the South. I know you're high on Tampa. You were the first to identify Baker as the real deal. You were like, dude,
Well, you have to know
Baker's
Baker,
legit. He's a
the
dude.
person. Like he's a highly competitive guy. Highly. Like he was coming out of Austin, Texas, walking on at Texas Tech, walking on at Oklahoma. Like nobody's given him anything ever. And yes, he became the number one pick and all that, but he bounced from, Cleveland and Carolina and some bad places. Even went to the Rams for a game, in the middle of like he's earned the trust of that organization. They've drafted Jason Light is drafted exceedingly well. They got a good staff. They're a good team. This Emeka Buka is an advanced student. This Benjamin Morrison, Roscoe Parrish, like they've got good young talent on that team that is going to help that team.
Do you? What about it's funny. Baldy, listen to this. Was in New Orleans, in the thick New Orleans heat, Louisiana heat, watching our man Kellen Moore with the Saints running
126 play scrimmage. 126 play scrimmage. Wow. Nonstop. He never stopped. He wanted everybody to feel like they played 2 games. It's 2 games of plays. Like it never stopped. Rotation. He did literally, he had the walkie-talkie in his hand and he's like this talking to one of his quarterbacks and he's got his script and it was unscripted. So, nobody knows what's coming. The defense has to react. The offense has to get the right personnel in the field. They got the clock up there. They're going to get, it was 2 hours and 20 minutes nonstop. I stood behind him and, there's a couple other guys there. Neusmeyer is there, a couple other guys I know. So I just stood behind and watched the whole thing go. I haven't seen, and it was full contact. I didn't think it was ever going to end.
That's surprising because I would not think of Kellen Moore as like a hard ass coach or anything. I think he'd be like
he's sharp, man. I told you he's sharp.
I like Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
Like I don't think the team is going to be great, although the offensive line should be very good. They've got pieces. They've got pieces there, but he's just very, very demanding. And the players, I think he has all the players' attention. He's just smart.
Yeah.
The things he does and why he does it just makes sense. And sometimes players just have to understand the why. And when they get the why, they're athletes, they're competitors. Like they want to be good. Like they follow and they listen.
Let's talk about the North. All those teams are fascinating to me. Let's start with Detroit because they're the ones that got derailed. They lost both their coaches. I know you were with Ben Johnson. You were impressed. What do you think of the Lions, though?
Well, from an offensive standpoint, they have some teams have one home run hitter that can score from anywhere on the field. They've got 2, and Jahmyr Gibbs and Jameson Williams. From anywhere on the field, those guys can score just because of their speed. It's rare. And then if you got Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta, I saw them at the Hall of Fame game. And all of those guys I just mentioned, along with Jared Goff, they all warmed up for an hour and a half before the game and just, T-shirts and shorts. And I went over and introduced myself to some of the guys. I didn't know Sam Laporta. I said hello to Jared Goff. But those guys, offensively, now they got to replace the center and right guard.
How much is that? Like Frank Ragnow, that's a huge loss.
Well, he was the best center in football. So, your offense line is as good as your center. They'll put Glasgow in there at center probably. They'll take the rookie from Georgia, play him at guard. But they're not Ragnow and Zeitler. So I think they might take a little bit of a hit. Look, Jared Goff's a pocket quarterback. He doesn't want to go anywhere. He was sacked 31 times last year. It'll be interesting to see how many times he gets sacked this year, and if he can stay there and make all of the progressive reads that he needs to without those 2 guys. That's a concern for mine.
Explain to me the thought process with Minnesota, because they got everything. They got a defense. They got a great offense with skilled people everywhere, an O-line, a great coach. And everything you hear about J.J. McCarthy is he's not there. And there's no real veteran backup. Why go into a season with a quarterback like that? With a
Well, they have
quarterback
Sam
room like
Howell
that?
as a backup. Sam Howell's a backup. And, he did start 17 games in Washington 2 years ago. But it's not, but, look, I believe in Kevin O'Connell. He is a great coach.
Yeah.
They are so deep. Their offensive line is rebuilt. They will lose Jordan Addison the first 3 weeks from suspension, but Aaron Jones looks just the same. They're loaded. Defensively, Brian Flores is as good as anybody in this whole business. They led the league in takeaways last year with 33. They're even better this year because of what they've done on the interior of their defense. They're good. They're really, really good. And so they've got a great team. They got a great team. I don't know if they're going to win 14 games, but I don't think J.J. McCarthy has to be great right away. He can grow into the position. They drafted him to be that guy. Like, you have to give him every opportunity to be that guy. I don't think he's been great so far, but when you got Jefferson and you've got all the guys they have.
I like Naylor too. I think Naylor, kid from Pitt.
Naylor is very good.
Yeah.
I don't think he has to set the world on fire right away. He can grow into the job. And Kevin O'Connell, I think, knows how to develop a quarterback. And so it's going to be part of the fun of watching that team.
How about the Packers? In fact, I was talking to a writer this morning, said Packers are the biggest threat to the Eagles. I love Matthew Golden, the kid from Texas. He was saying, like, dude, the kid hasn't dropped the ball all training camp.
Well, I mean, it's just a question of, Jordan Love and how he plays with Golden and Tucker Kraft and, Josh Jacobs and a pretty good offense line that has added some pieces. They should be good. I mean, Jeff Heffley came in last year for Boston College to be the defense coordinator. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. He was going to challenge the receivers on the outside. He was going to take the ball away, and he was going to get after the quarterback with 4. And he did exactly that. They had 31 takeaways, a lot of extra at-bats. They lost Jordan Love in that first game of the season for 2 weeks. Malik Willis came. They didn't skip a beat. So, they're going to be they're Matt LaFleur. They were terrible on Sunday. But Matt LaFleur is a good coach. He's very demanding. He coaches hard. They should be a very, very good team.
What about if you're thinking about the Bears and Caleb? I know you like the coach. You like Ben Johnson. Is that going to work with Caleb? Because I hear a couple of different things about Caleb.
Well, I mean, look, I saw a live period, and every period was live. I saw Caleb throw a touchdown to Roma Dunze. I mean, it was a 40-yard rope. Like, you'd put it on a highlight reel right now against their starting defense the other day. And I talked to Caleb about it. It was his call at the line of scrimmage. He saw it. He called it. Caleb's got all the talent in the world.
Yeah.
Can he stay in the pocket behind a rebuilt offensive line and make the reads and be patient and not want to, but he doesn't look affected by the 68 sacks last year. He's a very tough kid. Ben's coaching him hard right now. But they've got 2 good tight ends and 3 good receivers, and the running backs are good enough. I mean, I don't know. I think he has a chance to be really good this year. I'd be surprised if he isn't.
Let's go out west, and it's all about Stafford's back, right? They shut him down from practice. Let's see, they're locked. I mean, they're loaded with all kinds of weapons. Their front 7 on defense is great, but is it going to be a Jimmy G production and not a Stafford production?
Well, nobody knows. So, when Stafford's in there, he's better. He's a better player. Does he need preseason? No. Matt Stafford, I've seen him not play for a month with an assortment of injuries and come out and not skip a beat. He knows what to do, where to go with the ball. And so, I'm not concerned. Kyron's been re-signed, and I don't know. Nobody knows the back edition right now. If they got to get to Jimmy G, there is a drop off there, but he's a veteran player, and so they're a good football team. I mean, the division's tough, really tough. I mean, Robert Saleh, I just watched San Francisco on defense the other day. They're blitzing like crazy in preseason. They're mugging the A gaps. They're doing a lot of different things. I mean, Bo Nix gets, called for a safety with pressure in his face in the end zone. Like, they should be better. Seattle won 10 games last year in Mike McDonald's first year. And so we got to see if, Sam is the guy right now in Seattle, but defensively, they're going to be a talented team. That defense is going to be really good. And Arizona's better. Flat out, they're better. It's going to be I don't think it's a lock that the Rams just run away with the division. I think it's going to be very, very competitive all the way around.
You believe in Kyler? Is Kyler at some point, is he either just a tease or can he actually deliver? Because he's got ability.
Well, I mean, he made 3 great throws in the opening drive of the game, and then he threw a boneheaded throw where he never saw the corner and just was blinded, and he knew it, and it was intercepted to take points away. But they're going to be able to – but their defense is much, much improved. The defensive coordinator was the linebacker coach for the Eagles, with Jonathan Gannon, Nick Rallis. He's talented, man. Like his ability to call pressures is probably second to none in this whole league right now. He did it this weekend. And so, but this Will Johnson's going to be a good corner, really good corner. He's long. He challenges at the line of scrimmage. I don't know if he's going to be, what the Eagles had last year, but he's going to be good right away. And so he got called for pass interference in the opening drive, but and Mahomes, ended up throwing a touchdown pass. But they've upgraded the secondary and the defensive line, and they got a good defensive coordinator. I mean, they're going to be fun to watch.
All right. I got to get to this. Back home, you look at the Eagles. The 2 question marks on this defense, because right now they have a chance to be really, really good. Jahad Campbell is just a beast. Beast. I mean, he's going to be so much fun to watch. But the 2 areas, obviously the cornerback, that's why they got Ja'Cory Bennett, and depth off the edge. Love Nolan, right? Like, Nolan's a player. I think he balls. I think Hunt is a baller. But I haven't seen much out of the backups, right? Uche and Ojulari. Nobody's. I hear he's been really disappointing. So, can those 2 spots, can you figure something out there? Because everywhere else, they have a chance to be really good.
Well, I mean, if you just say, okay, there's Howie making a move for Ja'Cory Bennett, okay? They didn't give up much to go get him either. So Ja'Cory Bennett, when he came out of Maryland, it was him and the kid that starts at corner for the New York Giants, all right? Those 2 guys came out at the same time. This guy runs in the 4.3s. I mean, just start tracking it right now and see how many moves Howie makes between that Ja'Cory Bennett move and the end of the season. My guess, he's going to make 8. All right. If the edge rushers don't work out, he's making a move. All right. He knows they're locked and loaded for another, for a Super Bowl run. So it doesn't matter, honestly, cuz he'll go find a guy. He'll go give up a draft pick. He'll make a trade, whatever he's got to do. And so, I don't know if Josh Uche or Azeez Ojulari are the answer in a backup role right now. You saw him get rid of Bryce Huff. They got a draft pick for him. I just watched him in San Francisco. They're trying to do the same thing. Like, he got buried in the run game the other day as a starting outside, defensive end. Like, he'll make a move. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. What happened with Huff? He's just a pass rusher, right?
That's all he is. Bring him in on 3rd downs, let him tee off, put him out there in a wide 9, let him he's got a great takeoff, let him go sick to quarterback. But he's not an every down player. And his size is prohibitive. And so that's how you got to use that kid.
Were you excited to see Shador again here? Because you'll see.
I am.
second
Yeah, like
team reps probably.
I watched him in practice. Like when I saw him last Monday, and he was fourth, and Pickett didn't play, so he was getting third team reps. Like, Joe got 5, Dylan Gabriel got 3, and Shador was getting 2. So he got first 47 or 49 snaps the other day, and he made one good throw after another, and he took off with it when he had to, and he stood tall in the pocket and made good decisions. So I want to go see him. They got a good offensive line. It's going to be a good test for some of these guys. But it's going to be a good day, good 2 days of work here on Wednesday and Thursday. I'm going to see him on Thursday because I'm going to go see the Giants tomorrow against the Jets.
What we were talking about this earlier about Tanner McKee. What do evaluators miss when they look and a McKee goes in the 6th round? I mean, you kind of understand the Shador thing a little bit, why he fell, but what are you missing with like a McKee going in the 6th round?
Well, he's at Stanford. Their offensive line isn't very good. They're not winning a lot of games. He's a pocket quarterback. He's not going to run fast. He's sort of a throwback. He stands tall in the pocket. He's got an over-the-top delivery, and he processes this really well. That guy is, the Jared Goffs of the world, the guys that can do that. There are not very many of them. I mean, most of these guys right now can extend plays and buy time and, get to using their legs in order to get outside the pocket and scramble. Not many guys are left where they're just standing on a postage stamp 5 yards behind the center and, cutting defenses up. So, his delivery is probably a little bit slow, a little not as quick as you want. Like, you watch Cam Ward with a delivery, it's a snap delivery. That's not what Tanner's is, but it's still over the top. It's good. So, he's more in the line of Flacco and some of these guys. Although I think Flacco moves a little bit better, even at age 40, than Tanner does. But this is so inexact in what they're looking at. They're looking at the wrong things mostly. And these college teams, if your offensive line isn't very good, like Shador's isn't, then you're out running for your life a lot of plays, a lot of situations. And that's what they missed there is, they ran that offense because that's the only offense they could run at Colorado. Their offense line was terrible. The running backs were terrible. So they played Chip Kelly's offense, inside receivers, outside receivers, 4 wide, and they had to throw it to move it.
I'm going to tell you, man, I can't. I got Baldy back. The best.
Just reports are that Drew Makuba is playing with the ones today for the first time.
Yeah, what do we do with Cooper? You want Cooper in slot, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing Kansas City like they did in the Super Bowl, they got him week 2, and Kelsey's in the slot, you want Cooper on him. If you're playing Detroit and Amon-Ra St. Brown is in the slot, you want Cooper Jean on him. If you're playing, I don't know, the Rams and Devontae Adams in the slot, you want, Cooper DeJean on him. And so I don't, like, he can play outside. There's no question he can play outside. But, and look, Keely Ringo's up there against Jamar Chase. It's kind of unfair. He's going to look bad, and he did. But you learn from that. You hope you learn from that. But, Cooper's a slot corner right now. They'll figure out the corner position opposite Quinion.
Yeah. Baldy with us on the Xfinity Mobile call-in line. We now go to OT, overtime in the city. Legend Baldy. What's next? You got Giants tomorrow, Eagles, Browns Thursday, then back to LA for NFL Network for the weekend.
I'm flying back to LA. I'm out there in the studio. It was actually a good assignment because, I'm watching all these games. Like on Saturday, there's 4 games on the NFL Network on Saturday. So I'm getting a chance to watch all 4. Like I got my rosters. Like I'm just kind of sitting there, just watching watching Josh Simmons in Kansas City. Can he be the answer at left tackle? Like you've got question marks about every team, and then you got your eyes kind of naturally go to it. So it's a good assignment. I got to talk about this stuff. I'm on there with a variety of different guys. So I don't mind the assignment. I like going out there and working. and then I can, Saturday I'll be there all day, and then as soon as it ends at 9 o'clock at night, I'm going to go watch the games on tape and get 4 hours of sleep and go back do the whole thing over again on Sunday. So it kind of
I watch
an
them.
assignment, but it's good for me though.
No, it's great. Listen, I watch you. I mean, you just crush it. Like, by the way, the most awkward thing is, no matter, because you work with a variety of people, you know more than everybody. So it's really not even fair, because like, you know more, and it's clear. As someone who watches you, it's easy to see that you dominate the coverage.
Well, I mean, look, I share the stage with whoever. Everybody has their opinions. Everybody has their strength. So I respect everybody I work with. And when I get my opportunity, either challenge them or, make my own point, state my, my point declaratively, then I try to do that. But, it's all about team and working with different guys. It's okay.
No, it's great. Like, you're great with it. But it's just obvious to the, to the viewer.
Hey, Baldy, I mean, you're a man of great wisdom. You travel, you stay healthy. What do you do on the road? Do you take supplements with you? Vitamins? Like, how do you keep from getting colds and sick when you're on the road and all these airplanes and stuff?
Well, I don't believe in getting sick. So, I mean, part of it is just a belief. Babies get sick. I got sick in college. I got strep throat my freshman year of college, and I haven't been sick since. I just don't believe in it. I don't believe in the flu or germs or anything, to be honest with you.
Take
I see these people coming in,
supplements or vitamins?
The girl, I eat well.
Meat.
I'm not a big supplement guy. So I'm not, I take one Aleve a day just for my joints, a little oil in the joints. But other than that, I was in a hot yoga class for an hour and a half Saturday morning, just, sweated 12 pounds out. So just drank the fluids back. But I just, I got my routine in the gym. I stay on that. And then I never eat probably after 7 o'clock at night. So just little things, intermittent fasting. I'm not a big drinker on the road. So, I don't know, just the basics, but I just don't believe in getting sick. I don't believe that I don't believe if you're in the football business that you're allowed to get sick. You have to show up.
Yes. If you're in the football business,
You're not allowed.
you do not get sick. That's wisdom.